go. Hey guys, Harsh here and welcome back to Technoloop. Now I'm using a Samsung phone after a very long time, like a long time. And this is the Samsung Galaxy F62. It comes in for a price of Rs 24,000 and is a strong competitor to the Mi 10i. So I have both of these phones right over here, that is the Mi 10i and the Samsung Galaxy F62. So I thought why not compare these phones and tell you guys which one is better for you. So watch this video till the end and you will get to know which phone is better for you. As always, we are going to go point by point, and at number 1 we have the design and build quality. Design and build quality wise, Mi 10i is better than Samsung Galaxy F62. It has better color options, it looks good, and the build quality is way better. Samsung Galaxy F62 comes with a plastic back panel and the Mi 10i comes with a glass back panel. The plastic back panel on the F62 is very bad. It will attract a lot of micro scratches very soon. Like I unboxed this phone and within 5 to 10 minutes it already had scratches on the back panel. So yeah, build quality wise I would definitely prefer the Mi 10i. It has a glass back panel and especially in this color it has this matte finish which is just awesome. Now the next point that comes in is that display. Now here's where things get interesting. So the Samsung F62 has a full HD Plus AMOLED display with a refresh rate of 60Hz. And on the other hand, on the Mi 10i, we have a 120Hz LCD display. So here we are again with the 60Hz AMOLED versus 120Hz LCD. So which one should you go for? If you consume a lot of media on your phone, then you should go for the F62. The AMOLED display will help in media consumption because of its punchy colors, deeper blacks, and that great contrast ratio. It's just a very good experience and the display on the F62 is just amazing. So yeah, AMOLED is good for media consumption. But on the other hand, if you play a lot of games and if you do a lot of swiping and scrolling around, then you should go with the 120Hz display because it will help you in that aspect. That 120Hz refresh rate is very smooth and works like a charm on the Mi 10i. So it's a very simple decision. If you consume a lot of media, go for the F62, and if you don't consume a lot of media and play a lot of games, then you should go with the Mi 10i. Now if I had to choose a display, I would choose the F62 because of that AMOLED panel. It's just amazing and Samsung is the best out there when it comes to AMOLED panels. Alright, it is time to talk about one of the main things, and that is performance. Samsung F62 comes with the Exynos 9825, which is supposed to be a flagship level processor which is based on the 7nm process. On the other hand, the Mi 10i comes with a Snapdragon 750G, which is supposed to be a mid-range processor by Qualcomm. Now a lot of tech reviewers out there might have told you that the flagship level processor gives you flagship level performance on the Samsung F62. That is straight up BS. It's nothing like that. It performs similar if not worse to the Snapdragon 750G. It definitely does not outperform the 750G, and please keep that in mind. And also 750G is a 5G processor, so you will get 5G support on the Mi 10i and you won't get that on the F62. But I think 5G should not be a deciding factor while buying a phone right now because 5G is still very far in India. So anyway, that's a point, but I did want to mention it. Now when it comes to the day-to-day performance, I would say Mi 10i is better because of better optimization of Snapdragon 750G and also because of the 120Hz refresh rate. So it feels smoother and it feels snappier as compared to F62. F62 does feel a little stuttery and laggy, which should not be the case if it were a flagship level processor. So I hope you get my point. It is equal if not worse to Snapdragon 750G, and that's just how it is. Now the next point that comes in is software. Mi 10i comes with MIUI 12 out of the box based on Android 10. And on the other hand, Samsung Galaxy F62 comes with One UI 3.0 based on Android 11. So big fat thumbs up to the Samsung team for giving Android 11 out of the box. Now when it comes to the actual software, both of these softwares have bloatware. MIUI 12 on the Mi 10i is a little bit more aggressive in terms of bloatware and notifications. And on the Samsung phone, how do I put it? It's a more sophisticated bloatware experience. Like the bloatware is more sophisticated. I hope you get my point. But yeah, both of them have tons and tons of features and customizations and bloatware as well. If I were to choose one, I would go with One UI 3.0 because it is more sophisticated, a little bit cleaner and looks good. So I would definitely prefer One UI 3.0 over MIUI 12. That's just my personal preference. But yeah, it's not like you won't get bloatware on the Samsung phone. You will definitely get bloatware on the Samsung phone as well. Now moving on, let's talk about them cameras. Mi 10i has a 108 megapixel primary camera, an ultra wide angle camera, and then two useless cameras, that is macro and depth sensors. On the other hand, Samsung Galaxy F62 has a 64 megapixel primary camera, an ultra wide angle camera, and again, two useless cameras, those are macro and depth sensors. Now what about the actual camera performance? Well, both of them are very similar. In some cases, Samsung F62 wins, and in some other cases, Mi 10i wins. But both of them are very good in terms of the camera experience. You will be able to shoot some awesome photos and videos with these phones. May it be daylighting conditions or low lighting conditions, you will be able to click some very good photos. Night mode is available for the main as well as ultra wide angle camera on both of these phones as well. All in all, it's a great experience in terms of the cameras, and I'm gonna call this round a tie. Now you might be wondering, what about battery life? On paper, Samsung F62 has a way bigger battery as compared to Mi 10i. F62 has a 7000 mAh battery and the Mi 10i has a 4800 mAh battery. But what about the actual battery life? Well, in terms of battery life, Samsung F62 is definitely better, but it is not miles better than the Mi 10i. On paper, it should be way better than Mi 10i, but it is not, and that is because of Exynos 9825. Samsung knew that Exynos 9825 is not the most power efficient chip out there. That's why they gave a massive 7000 mAh battery so that no one can complain about the battery life. So I guess that is a good move, and you definitely get better battery life on the F62, but it's not miles ahead. It's just a normal difference. I would say in terms of screen on time, it's a difference of about 1 hour and nothing more than that. Now in terms of charging speeds, Mi 10i is better because of its faster charging and smaller battery. It will give you way faster charging as compared to the Samsung Galaxy F62. Apart from this, both of these phones come with a headphone jack, but the output from the headphone jack is better on the Mi 10i. It supports high-res audio as well, so the output is better from the Mi 10i. Alright, it's time to answer the main question. Which phone should you go for? Samsung Galaxy F62 or the Mi 10i? If you ask my honest opinion, I would go with the Mi 10i because of the Snapdragon processor. Snapdragon 750G is a very stable processor, and it will get custom ROMs and Google camera as well. So that's one of the main reasons why I would go with the Mi 10i, and also because of 120Hz. I love me some higher refresh rate, and that's why I would go with the Mi 10i. But here's the thing, your needs and your use might be different than my needs and my use. So you can go with the Samsung Galaxy F62 as well. It's a great phone, and Samsung has put out a very good package over here for the price. Especially with that beautiful display, great battery life and awesome cameras. You will have a very good experience with the F62 as well. So you decide what you need. I have covered all the points and you can easily make your decision. If you want to buy either of these phones, I will make sure to drop a link to them in the description box below. So anyway, this was my very honest comparison between the Samsung Galaxy F62 and the Mi 10i. Do let me know how you feel about this video in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me. My name is Harsh Punjabi, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.